If you are a business in India, you would want to have a way for you to accept payments from your clients online. Now, because this is India we are talking about, you should also have a way to accept payments in India specific methods such as UPI and Indian credit cards and so on and so forth. So let's say you were an Indian provider, but you also had clients abroad. You have to have a way to invoice your clients who are living outside of the country, and you had to send an invoice in US dollars, for example. You got to have a way to do that as well. So depending on how your business is, what your business is about, how you're set up, what you sell, and so on, you would have to have a singular Indian payment gateway that can allow you to do all of this seamlessly without breaking a sweat. And one of the best ways I found that you could do that is Razorpay. Now you can get yourself signed up with Razorpay by going to fetchprofits.com/Razorpay. And the reason you would want to use this link is because I can also help you do your KYC and set yourself up with Razorpay a lot more easier than you would otherwise. So if you need help with Razorpay setup, please do reach out to me, comment below, or get in touch with me using the links in the description. You also have this particular link in the description that you can click on and sign up with Razorpay and get access to all of the features I'm going to talk about in this video. Having said that, inside your Razorpay dashboard, once you have your KYC done, depending on the type of business, the KYC document that you will need will change. If you are a sole business owner or a sole proprietor or a solopreneur, documents you need for Razorpay are different from that of a partnership and from that of a private limited company. So once you do, let's say, then you have a way to collect invoices, for example, which is straightforward, and you might already know invoices by now. If you were to create invoices, this is how it will look like. To create a new invoice, all you need to do is click on create invoice, and you can now choose the currency of that invoice. So if you were sending it to an Indian client or an Indian customer, you would choose Indian rupee and GST will apply. If you were to do it for a client who's outside of the country, and if it were a European client, for example, you would choose euro. If you wanted to bill in US dollars, you could choose that as well. Create this invoice. Your invoice will start looking like you can see right now at the back of the screen. Little hard to see, but it's there. Enter an invoice number, your logo will show up, all of the details that you would need will show up, and this is a GST ready invoice just in case you are invoicing to an Indian customer or an Indian client. So you can also save invoices, delete invoices, you can create GST enabled invoices, you can enable partial payments and multiple payments from your clients as well, especially for higher ticket invoices that you might send. But you have a lot more than just invoicing. You also have things such as subscriptions, for example. And if you were a business that had to provide something of sort with respect to subscriptions, where your clients pay you monthly amount for certain service or access to certain things that you provide for a monthly subscription, then you can create subscriptions here. All of the subscriptions that you create will show up here in the dashboard. Each subscription will require plans that you need to create first. So if you click on the tab here that says plans, you have the ability to create plans. Here's a test plan that I created. If you click on it, you will be able to see that on the right side panel here. I just created a test plan for you to see. Your plan will have a name, the plan will have a description, the plan will have a billing amount, and as usual, this billing amount can be in US dollars, euros, or your Indian currency as well. And you can choose the billing frequency, and all of those details are shown here. After you create this plan, when you go and create a subscription, it'll ask you to reflect a particular plan that you just created. And that's how you create your subscriptions. And when you create subscriptions, it gets its own link, so that when you share this link with the client easily able to pay for that subscription. Now, if you were to use Razorpay integrated with your website, then you can have the subscription plan linked to a button on your website that actually leads people to buy right off of your website and subscribe to some plan that you have on your website as well. We will talk more about how to integrate Razorpay with your website and so on in another video, but you get the idea. You have the option of sending payment links here as well. Now, payment links can be basically used for reflects a custom pricing for anything that you want to actually create a link for. You also have the option of using payment pages. Now, I have created a payment page for what is called as a tip jar for my X account, earlier Twitter account. And what that does is that gives you a permanent link that you can add somewhere, and that link lives there. And if anybody were to click on that link, they would be able to actually make a payment. Example, if I click on thank you for the tip, and this is how your payment page will look like. And you remember that you can have your page URL and you can customize your page URL here as well. You'll be able to see that your payment page will now have a logo. So if somebody were to click on my X profile, click on this link, come onto this page, now they'll have the option of entering an amount here, which is set to be in a way that they can enter any amount they want, an email and their Twitter handle or X, and they could and go ahead and start making that payment with credit cards and whatever options that you might have enabled. Then you also have what is called as Razorpay.me link, which is a general link that can be used for quick payments that you might want from your customers. This is a link that's always common to your brand and it'll reflect your brand name on the top. So it goes by razorpay.me / your brand name. In my case, it's Fetch Profits. So here, clients have an option of leaving any amount that they want for whatever instant quick service that I might have done for a client. You also have payment buttons, and you can create these payment buttons especially for integration with your website. Set up a payment button with its associated price and put it up on a page on your website. You also have several other things here, such as QR codes that you could use. There are features such as affordability, where it starts looking like the way it looks like on the screen right here. Several other features such as offers that you could be making. So in summary, you can use Razorpay for invoicing, or you can integrate Razorpay with WooCommerce or Shopify and sell your products or services that way. Or you can create payment links and send custom links to custom services or offerings that you might have for your customers, or create dedicated pages called payment pages that you can link to from your website, or you can send these individual links to customers when they want to buy off of a landing page or a payment page. You have a branded Razorpay.me link that you can use to send out a link for instant payments, for custom services, or for any other services, or for payments for anything else that you might have on offer. You have payment buttons that you could create these buttons and put them up on your website for people to buy. And there are several more options, and they also have another product called Razorpay X you can get access to. And you have daily reports, they have loans, they have and all other features with a fast, intuitive checkout that makes it easy for people to buy from you when you're trying to sell products and services. I also provide Razorpay integration services for your website, and I also help you with Razorpay account activation. So please do reach out to me by using one of the links below. Please get yourself a copy of Razorpay at fetchprofits.com/Razorpay. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. If you're new to the channel, please do subscribe to the channel. If you like the video, please do like it and share it. This is Ash from Fetch Profits, signing out.